Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the counselor's office. Scholars! That's right, I said ers at the end, for those who are wondering. We are back in the counselor's office with some more drama. It is insane. Can we just talk about how it's insane how we've had back-to-back drama throughout this week, and I think even last week with Bungie? It's like they cannot do anything to promote any positivity in their own community. It is insane how people get upset with me about, like, why are your videos so negative? I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that Bungie isn't doing anything positive. I mean, really think about it. We just got off the whole gambling thing with the emblems, and then Bungie's like pushing that down the rug, like, shh. We're everyone gets the emblem and just move on, shh. Then the whole changes to the normal, which I think is a W from Bungie, changing raids to, where the world's first. Once someone gets crowned first place, normal's open for everyone else. I think that's a W, but that did cause some drama. And now Bungie has taken it a step further. You know how they love PvP players and they really, really care about PvP players. They thought, well, how can we reward our players? How can we give them more aspirational loot? How can we make them know that we're listening, we hear you, we see you? Nothing says that like giving a trials ornament that you have to go flawless for, not 7 wins, like you have to go flawless for, to get the ability to buy it for silver in the Eververse store. I don't know why and who decided this. Nothing sells your, by the way, you need to buy Edge of Fate in order to play Trials. Nothing sells your expansion more like saying, hey, here's this really cool Trials loot, and you can't buy, you have to buy it after you do the thing. Oh no. And of course I'm putting, we heard you want aspirational loot, so we put it in the store. And as you can tell, people are not taking it very well. Giving a lot of this energy. Yeah, remember, this is Bungie who said that they feared Destiny 2 Glow's trials would kill microtransactions. So they thought, hey, we're going to put that together, micros and trials together. Even though you still have to pay the expansion to play trials, they're making you double dip now. Hell yeah. And the original person was Benny. Bungie asked me to reveal a new ornament available after going flawless in Edge of Fate trials. Kind of like a Bungie reward, but in game. Will require you to go flawless and then become purchasable. Initially silver, but later in the season will be bright dust. Like the idea of unlocking a specific ornament through in-game achievement, having to pay to unlock it is wild though. Even if it eventually goes from silver to bright dust. Extremely cool, but the whole Eververse part seems so unnecessary. So the whole trials rework was to incentivize more loot and more rewards to earn. So why is this stuck behind Eververse? What manager decided this? Their ass needs to be worked at EA. Gigs. Thank you, Bungie, for the opportunity to give you extra money after I proved myself in the trials of Osiris Crucible playlist and earn the right to pay you for a generic trial skin. Boo. EV purchase. Boo. It's sexy though. So you unlock it, then you pay for it to actually unlock it. Needed this ornament when it was still a menace in PvP, not for its neutered form. Please carry me. I'll do my best. When to pay? How low can Bungie go? Yes, it's literally you have to win to be able to pay Bungie. Instead of pay to win, Bungie's like, hey, we know the community doesn't want pay to win features in the game. We got you. We've got win to pay. Huh? You win and we win. It's a win-win. Mostly for us because we get paid twice for the expansion you had to buy to play it and for buying our ornament like a jackass. Go flawless and purchase. Interesting. I'll just wait it out. Doesn't have whatever Condi is. Please. I know it painted to have tweet this, knowing it would bring on outrage. Fire. Been waiting for this. My favorite shotgun. Yep, and you're the dumbass who's gonna pay for it. This is actually so cool. That's hot. Of course, it's not free. You can tell who are the dumbasses and who are the people that are actually intelligent. You guys aren't listening if you thought this would be a good idea. So by you guys, I mean upper management. I don't know, devs don't need anything to do with this, but pass this on to upper management that they need to go F themselves. We thought pay to win was bad. We've got win to pay has entered the chat. This oh no. What happened to you can reach power and obtain unique gear through any ritual playlist? It's like they are tripling down on the Eververse. Bungie has always required the newest content to access the base PvE, even required. No, I know. I'm just regurgitating so people know that you are double dipping. Going flawless alone is a feat for many, let alone have to pay for it afterwards. Despite putting trials behind a paywall, they still have cheaters, and that has been since D2. That's crazy because you can't play trials unless you need the gun from the raid as well. Yep. This makes me think that you might have to pay to grind for tier 5 loot, and I'm not talking about the expansion. Oh boy. Go flawless just to get 7 wins on the passage because they didn't completely remove mercy. Pretty stupid. I know it's unlikely to happen, but can we please consider making this an RNG drop from the trials chest? It would be a reason to try and go flawless for something that's actually cool to show off, not because we bought it. Can they just not fumble a single good thing they do? It is impossible for this company to do a single thing right. Flawless is already a challenge enough. Just let players have it. They earned it. They didn't earn the privilege to buy it. Dumb. As you can see, a lot of people not happy. Even Imtash, who at Bungie needs to hear this. This is the exact thing that pushes people away. Instead of everyone loading up Trials Weekend 1 to try and earn one of the coolest ornaments in game, people are going to retweet this and rage. Sometimes you have to put the cool shit in the game to earn. Bungie doesn't understand that. The cool shit is now what you pay through the store. And I've said this time and time again. The more people buy their NTX bullshit, it encourages this behavior, and it's only going to get worse. They're going to continue to tiptoe and push the boundaries. Like, this is what do you expect was going to happen? They always try to push the boundaries, and the community is just half of the community is full of morons who don't understand this. We got Tizzle. Bungie's so pathetic. It was refreshing playing Claire Obscura, Expedition 33, and being able to earn everything in game through gameplay and finding secrets. Bungie is now giving you the privilege to spend money in their store. What a joke. It is. It's absolutely a dumpster fire. Go flawless to get a pop-up that says this activity ornament is now available for purchase with real money, but you can get it for Bright Dust in 4 months. That's crazy. Forget pay to win. Reverse. Bungie is doing win to pay. And of course, you have the brain dead content creators coming to their defense. I'm sorry, Scarrow is an absolute jackass here. How much of a cock are you gonna suck? Holy shit. I'm fine with and even encourage this sort of thing if we can get some sort of confirmation that this, at least of these raised funds, will go back. Shut the fuck up, you stupid dumb bitch. I'm sorry. This is one of those moments that you deserve blatant hate because you are so fucking stupid. There is no shot in hell that the leaders of Bungie will ever guarantee that your money that you're paying for, like it's one thing if this was for charity, right? If it's charity, let me see the receipts and they, you know what? This isn't charity. You think that the leaders of Bungie are going to like, oh yeah, yes, that's right. That's right. We're going to make sure that this goes toward the Whisper missions and stuff like that. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm sorry. This is like, it's okay. It is okay to say, you know what, Bungie, this is effed up. Why is it that you're the only content creator that's like, I'm fine with this? Just like how early on they let us know that Whisper Ornaments funded the development of Zero Hour. I'm 1,000 more willing to spend for that sort of thing, or the extra VOG. Big Zero L promoting microtransactions. Bro did not read. Did bro read? I think Grok is the reason dumbasses aren't reading. Yeah, I think the only dumbass here is you. You are literally the only dumbass, I guess, but I'd also be curious to see what DLC pre-order sales would look like if PvP content was just included with the drop. I mean, that's how things worked during the golden age. The golden age, when PvP was loved, yes. I'm sorry, I've been trying to move away from the Scarrow hate, but then the dumbass says the most contradictory bullshit like this. Like, bro, how are you going to stand against the community and say, yes, MTX good? You already have to pay the DLC to actually play Trials, and then you have to go flawless. And then Bungie's gonna give you the right to buy an ornament that should have been earned. Like, no, I'm sorry. Your ball fondling is showing. You're a piece of shit. No one should ever take you seriously. Like, how you have a following, I have no idea. I wouldn't trust them after Zero debacle, saying that those funds go into cool missions and then axing them and putting them in the seasonal model is dumb. Get the boot out of your mouth, man. Obviously, the money is going directly into some exec's pocket. Exactly. You can't seriously believe that Whisper 0 Hour stuff, right? It's like all PR bullshit. You dumb fucks eat up like pig. Listen, this just ain't it. If this game was like the other free-to-play titles where premium currency was earnable, like the Battle Pass, then it wouldn't be as big of a deal. But locking basically an aspirational reward behind a paywall is just tone deaf to the player base. It is. I agree with your take, but it feels so bad that we need to compromise with Bungie. They should always be allocating some part of the budget towards PvP and Gambit. There are considered ritual activities and should be given the same development. It's not even, Trials is even a ritual. All the ritual stuff is being soft sunset. Hell, they're calling it legacy activities now. It's just Trials that you pay for. Yeah, right. Spoiler, it won't. Holy. Then you wonder why you're called a Bungie shill. You must really love Bungie's. Listen, you deserve the fucking hate you get. I am all for calling out bad actors in the community, and he's one of the worst. No, Scarrow, fuck that, because something in this game desperately needs to be objectively better is better representation of visual and aesthetic armor or accessories rewards from playing the game. Again, you need aspirational loot. There's plenty of games that have aspirational loot that you chase for. Hell, WoW has aspirational loot that you chase for. Sure, you can swipe your cards for trading and currency like that, but we don't have trading. That's really, really lame. They already have funding for Crucible. It's called buying the game. Have you seen how big the top brass's bonus checks are? They're going to go silent on this one, unfortunately. A shame that PvP is not even a shade of what it used to be in terms of fun and dedication. You know, it's just going into C-Suits bonuses, right? Highly doubt it. Gambit existing is the only reason Crucible isn't the worst thing in the game. It's true. Gambit is dying for the sins so PvP can continue to exist. Yeah, really. Is there even new content for PvP players? No. Didn't we have a whole set of these in year 3, maybe minus the flawless requirement? You just make me mad. Delete this. Delete Twitter. Just delete this. This would be nice, except we pay 100 every year, excluding Eververse purchases. The fact that we are getting only one raid per year, yeah, pop off, King. Good luck with that. Dude, he's getting shade. I don't think it makes a difference whether it goes back to Crucible or to people will still buy this anyways. It's generally impressive how your response never addresses literally anything you're applying to. You imply that you're fine with Bungie doing in-game Bungie rewards if the money they make from it goes into improving PvP. I say it doesn't matter if the money goes back into Crucible because people would buy it anyways. How is that not cohesive enough for you? Because I never make any sort of statement surrounding how people buy it. I'm giving my personal take on them offering what is essentially cosmetic themed around an in-game skill expression for money after years of neglecting that part of the game. Like Reed wrote, you're a fucking idiot. Please shut the fuck up. I want you to listen to what you just said. I'm take on offering what is essentially a cosmetic themed around an end-game skill expression for money after years of neglecting. Read slowly. Neglecting that part of the game. for skill expression. There is currently zero evidence. There. I'm calling his shit out. Read what you just said slowly after years of neglecting that part of the game. But now they want money for in-game skill expression. There is currently zero evidence that leadership has or will ever use these funds to build back into PvP. Considering MTX has been dialed to the 9 this past year and PvP is still being neglected with zero new maps. Get fact checked, bitch. Get that fat cock out of your mouth. Let's see. Let me catch up on you guys. PvP community will buy this. I don't play PvP Destiny 2 anymore, but I was a PvP side of the community. I would have definitely bought this if I was still grinding the game. FOMO is actually real. So here's the thing, Jeremy. I think most people are going to be intelligent enough to wait for it to be released for Bright Dust. Because it's already been admitted this is for Bright Dust. So my indication is I'm just going to be patient. And I'm not going to reward Bungie's scummy shit. It's only the fat, dumb whales that are going to buy this. What's up, Jojo? Scarrow's an S tier filer. It's like fire sale, guys. Maybe things were worse at Bungie than we know. Let's see. Unlike double dipping damage in Warframe, Destiny is double dipping revenue from your wallet. Nah, Sony is known for buying studios and shutting them down longer before Bungie made Halo. It's a bit humid here. They should just get rid of Dust and just give us silver instead. I've paid $100 a year for sunsetting. Yep. Joker. No, you don't. Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. But Joker did post something about it. There he is. The more you think about it, the worse it gets. To get the ornament, you have to go flawless. To play Trials of Cyrus, you have to pay $40 for Edge of Fate. Edge of Fate has zero PvP content. Once you go flawless, you still have to pay $10 for the ornament. We're reaching levels of anti-consumer didn't see coming. Buddy of mine, why would you ever buy this? What people should be upset about is that Bungie can't even get the predatory microtransactions right. I mean, you just can't make it up, man. You just can't make it up. How greedy Bungie is becoming. Like, I don't know who wouldn't shit on them for this because they deserve it. You've heard a bit. Tom Warren's even saying you've heard of pay to win, not win to pay, baby. Going flawless and being asked to pay for the unique first unique flawless reward in years would make me uninstall. Dang. Is it considered trauma that I think this weapon ornament is so cool? I'd briefly consider returning Destiny 2 just to get this. Ooh, yeah, that's addiction rebound. Close the servers at this point. I don't care anymore. Yes, Yoda. So close, Bungie. If only it was a fucking in-game reward for something. So you have to do something difficult in order to be able to earn the privilege of purchasing. Don't care if it's silver. This ornament is fire. And you're a dumbass. You should have said no instead of making yourself look like a corporate shill by sponsoring one of the most anti-player things I've ever seen. Bungie was so close to a massive W right here, but Tess just had to be involved. Like, just repeat what you did of Acris back in year 1 for raids and trials. It would go a long way. Yeah. So those who don't know, back in the day, there was actually like a quest to do raids, and completing it, you unlocked this very unique and special ornament. You couldn't get from the store. You couldn't buy it. You had to earn it through your own hard work. Well, apparently Bungie took that as the cue of, well, sorry, we're not doing that anymore. We got to drive those sales up, baby. Bungie trying to squeeze every penny out of their community before the company shits the bed. Vote with your wallets. I won't be buying this. I'll be waiting for a bright dust. Not that I would even use it anyways. I think the default is better. I don't know. Like some trials hits hard, and sometimes like I'm not using this in PvP anyways. Gonna force Pure Chill to take me flawless while I sit back and do nothing for the honor and privilege of being able to purchase this sweet ornament for conditional foundation with my hard-earned American dollars. How are you gonna make players go flawless to let them buy something for money? What kind of shit is this? It's a shame Benny had to take the hit for this. He's just the messenger, but this is a shame. Are Bungie on drugs? I think they are. I think they are on drugs. Those secret missions were made years ago. I don't trust them to use the Eververse cash to give back to players. It's been 5 or 6 years now, but do you remember when Bungie went hardcore in Eververse? They said the reason they were doing that was to bring more exotic missions. Yeah, that was literally, again, we don't even have proof or evidence that was the case because they've almost removed every secret mission. They just brought back Whisper and 0 Hour for Into the Light. We've yet to get the Hawk Moon mission back. What about the Callus secret mission where you got the pulse rifle? God, what is it? It's gonna drive me crazy. That secret mission's we don't have that. Like, there's so many secret missions that aren't in the game because Bungie removed them, even though supposedly your currency that you spent on these micros were supposed to go funding cool activities like that, but apparently we couldn't keep them. I remember the days when you used to earn stuff in game. Take me back to the days of unlocking stuff like Halo, not earning something that then having to pay for it. Well, a worth it price for the year of flawless for me. You're a dumbass. Guys, calm down. I was already skipping Trials gets a cool ornament and unique flawless reward, and you have to pay for it. Criminal for a game mode that already struggles with rewards and player base numbers. Does Bungie even like PvP anymore? Tell me this means a slug shotgun nerf is coming soon, too. Congratulations. You can now play through our most infuriating PvP mode to unlock the chance to give us money for extremely generic ornament. It really is generic. It's just the gun with the with gold and the Trials logo. Like, they didn't even do anything special to it. It literally is just the gun with a coat of paint. That's what's funny about it. Could have just been a cool unlock. Imagine if it's the chaperone. OMG. Eververse is the true end game. I'm sorry, but this seems like some grimy, greedy shit on Bungie's part. Looks like shit from a butt. Maybe let us casual PvPers earn it in quick play somehow. Okay. 1 million shekels for generic weapon skin PNG. Me, if I was the CEO of Eververse. It is so generic. I don't see how this is different from like a raid jacket. You have to beat the raid to buy. A raid jacket is a physical item custom. It's like doing day 1 raids, but you have to pay to get the emblem. There you go. That's the difference. Plus you can already buy the raid ring, right? Not raid ring, the Trials ring. Sorry, the Trials ring. I like people who are trying to justify this. I can't even get the gun and they expect me to grind to pay for the ornament. Damn, gonna have to use conditional again. Destiny community, we would like Trials to have more engaging loot and a reason for flawless, please. Bungie, so you want to spend more money? Yay, we'll make it immediately. Dude, you started in the Witch Queen. I already completely understand why this game has bad rep. Exactly. I think this is right here. There is a reason why people hate Bungie. There's a reason why people don't respect Destiny. There's a reason why people make that shit on content creators that support Bungie. It's because of stuff like this. It is 100% warranted and justified when the community is upset at Bungie and content creators who support them. It's because they do stuff like this that is anti-consumer, anti-player, we don't care about anything about you because we're a corporation who cares about using you as our little cash piggy bank. Oink, oink. That's the reality. This is why people don't like Bungie. This is why I don't like Bungie, because they're scummy pieces of shit. And what's sad is the whole company looks bad because of leadership. I doubt that the dudes are making these weapons who have a passion in making the guns. I doubt they're like, yeah, let's totally make that a payable reward. I'm sure everyone who knows about loot and how much the community loves loot is probably cringing and banging their head on their desk. I guarantee the person who made this ornament is probably banging their head against the desk, knowing that it was being used as MTX. Like, for real, it is literally just banging your head against into the wall. Another Bungie 1 step forward, 3 steps back move. Why not just put it in the flawless chest? Yeah, so as you can see, we got Bungie ball fondler. Yeah, isn't it funny how we've seen maybe 2 people and one of them's a content creator try to justify this while everyone else is calling this out? I've said for years that D2 in game, especially things like master rates, needed rewards like this where you have something worthy of chasing, especially as drops, especially when the red border crippled raid loot. Instead, we get do this and buy this for silver. I get that it will eventually be for Bright Dust, and doing that with some reward is fine. At the end of the day, the game is also a business and needs to make money. I get it, but we need things like this as activity rewards too, and not only spend money, thus rewards. I think there could be a fair balance of you have your aspirational stuff that you earn in game too. Like, not everything needs to be a paycheck for Bungie. Grind to earn a chance is hilarious. Yeah, as you can see, most people are not for this. It just goes. Everyone just, this is stupid. It is just absolutely stupid. Yeah, that's almost beat for beat what I said. Yes, but you are... Yes, the way you framed it. There is hopeful thinking, but also it looks really bad. It looks incredibly bad. It looks incredibly bad. Yes, framed it as if there was a chance it would actually happen. Like, there is hopeful thinking, but also being realistic. Understanding. It's like giving them a rope. It's like giving them rope when there isn't any. after they removed it. Yes, framed it as if there was a chance it would actually happen. Like, there's hopeful thinking, but also being realistic and understand Bungie historically of MTX. It looks incredibly bad starting out with, I'm fine with, like it's giving them a rope to lean on when they've removed most secret missions. I'd be more inclined to give them a benefit of the doubt if those missions all stayed and Bungie restated our funds are going towards those cool missions. It only took years for us to get back 0 Hour and Whisper after they removed it. I'm sorry. You could try to justify yourself. You could try to wiggle your way out of this, but you specifically said, Scarrow, you specifically said, I am fine with it. And then you try to justify why you're okay with it, as if there's some kind, you're trying to give them a rope. Like the way you framed it is not good. Because it's being hopeful and it's unrealistic. There is no historical context that we can base ourselves on that says, yeah, you know what? Totally, you're right. Like, I'm more inclined to say you're right about this whole ordeal. Like, I get what you're saying, but it's factually incorrect. Especially when we have historical context of the fact that we have had secret missions removed and we just now years later got some of them back. I'm sorry. You can't be like, well, they funded these secret missions. Then why were they removed? If they were funded by our money, why are we still having them removed from the game? In fact, the Slayer's Fang exotic mission being removed. Heresy's exotic mission being removed. Echo's mission being removed. These are all being removed. If our money from MTX has been going to these projects, then why are they being removed from the game still? I thought we put our money down so that those wouldn't have to leave. $20 from Cannonball Limbo Music. How low can you go? How low can you go? It is this mental gymnastics of trying to give leeway, throw a lifeline, a rope to Bungie. Say, guys, I'm okay with this but realistically, there's being hopeful, then there's being realistic. Based on historical context, there is nothing on that basis to go off of. There's none. There's no basis that he can say, you know what? They could do like they did with 0 Hour Whisper. They said if these MTXs would go to fund these cool missions, that's great. Why did they remove them if we funded them? Why are all these other exotic missions going and being funded? Like, I thought sunsetting was not supposed to go away. Or I thought, sorry, correct myself. I thought sunsetting was gone. I thought we no longer sunsetted here. So why are all these exotic missions going bye-bye? They keep scrapping the ball in the barrel and found another barrel. I'm sorry. There is no world where this makes sense. There isn't. You're trying to justify a really scummy thing by giving a lifeline where that lifeline was severed years ago. You can't compare 0 Hour and Whisper and what they said back then, like 5 years ago or whatever, to now. Because their actions do not correlate the same reality. There's living on literal copium, and then there's looking at the facts. Again, I'm more inclined to believe that Bungie would, it's more justifiable if they didn't remove all those secret missions. I'd believe them that our MTX funds that we're paying for are going directly to these missions, but we have nothing, no verifiable proof to showcase any of that, especially if it doesn't stay. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below what you think. This is just scummy. No matter how you shape this is anti-consumer. This is anti-gamer. It is to showcase that Bungie does not care about the community, because if they cared, they would focus on trying to put aspirational loot for the PvP players. And I keep memeing, but I'm just waiting for day one contest raids emblems to be stuck behind a paywall. It is what it is, but I'll see you guys in the next one.